My name is Parks Stanfield, and I love money. Some of my earliest memories of money come from my father. He was the all-American rags-to-riches story. Grew up with not a penny to his family's name, but worked his way to the top of one of the top financial firms in the Southeast. He told me one night, "Son, I can give you this dollar now and you can spend it however you want. Or you can save it and get $2 back next week." Of course I knew what he wanted me to do. This process continued. $2 became $4, $4 became $8, and before I knew it, my allowance was big enough to buy a 1931 Model A coupe. It was in that Model A that I left with a suitcase full of dreams for one of the top business schools in the nation. But as quickly as I had arrived, I just as quickly fell on my face. Turns out, I'm not nearly as good with physics and computer science as I am with statistics and microeconomics. So, I decided to drop out and head straight into the big bad world of business. If Gates and Zuckerberg could do it, then so could I. Right? Wrong. Evidently when hiring, companies look for something called experience and a college degree, of which I had neither. Then, I saw it. It wasn't my dream job, or a job I ever envisioned myself having. But it was a job. No experience necessary. As the great philosopher Drake said, started at the bottom, now we here. This would be my proverbial bottom. When they said that it was a sales position, this wasn't quite what I expected. Look, sir, I really appreciate the opportunity, but I was expecting a little more of a traditional sales job. One with a little more customer interaction.
So you want to be a salesman, huh?
Yes. Yes, sir, that's precisely what I want.
You got any sales experience?
Well, no. But you don't understand. I was born to sell. Give me the cigar box. I'll sell it by tomorrow. All I'm asking for is a chance. This was it. The moment I had been waiting for my entire life was finally here. While I had no formal business education, there were 3 things I knew about making a sale. Rule number 1. Look good. Check. Rule number 2. Know the product. While just 24 hours before I knew absolutely nothing about cigars, I quickly became a connoisseur, learning everything I could about ring gauges, the difference between a Parejo and a Figurado, and tobacco from Honduras versus tobacco from Nicaragua. Rule number 3. The most important rule of all. Know the customer. I'd always heard that you could sell Fat Albert a Stairmaster if you pitched it the right way. It's not just about knowing what the customer is looking for in a product. It's about knowing the customer's hopes and their dreams, and how your product can make those dreams come true.
May I take your order, please?
Hey there, my name's Parks Stanfield. I'd like to help you out today.
Okay, and how is that?
You see, I'm a salesman for Glory Horse Cigars. And I know you're a saleswoman here and life can get stressful, but we're both salespeople, which means we're basically soulmates.
You did
So,
what, dog?
I'd like to share a little bit of my love with you, and give you a few of my cigars today. In exchange, you could give me a few of your burgers.
I'd still never even smoked a cigar.
Hello.
Hello there, ma'am. My name is Parks Stanfield. I'm here today to try to sell you some cigars. What would you think about that?
You could be too interested in.
Modern research is suggesting that cigar smoking can actually lower your cholesterol. It can increase your levels of happiness. And it's also been attributed to weight loss and immortality.
Immortality.
How does that sound?
Well,
Thank you very much,
thank
ma'am.
you so much.
What if I were to tell you that if you were to rub a little bit of this cigar ash on your stretch marks, and those puppies would go right away?
I'm not too sure about that. No, thanks.
How old are you? At the end of the day, you make the sale, and that's all that matters. I was never too concerned with the ethical side of business anyway.